we're gonna bend your wire for your picture frame. In the end, it'll look something like this. So you're starting off with a yard of sculpture wire. I'm gonna move this out of the way. And go ahead and put the tails together. And then just use your finger to pull and kind of mold it into a great big giant U shape. So something like that. Then what we're gonna do is crisscross your wires so that you can make a circle about the size of your finger. Don't cut any circulation off, but something like that, and kind of squeeze it right in there to have it go flat. Then take one of the sides, it doesn't matter which one. I'm just gonna do my left one because it's on top. And you're gonna circle around again, but we wanna make this circle a little bit bigger than the top because this is where the picture is gonna go. And kind of shape that up a little bit, and then you're going to go ahead and pinch it in that same spot again. I'm going to pull my wires out so they're right out to the side. Make sure you're not poking anyone. And we are going to spiral the sides. So I'm going to go to one end. I'm using round nose pliers today to get started. And I'm going to use the fatter end of the pliers back in here, and I'm just going to get it going a little bit to there. The sculpture wire is really soft, so we can do the rest by hand. As you spiral, you want to leave space. So we'll go around a couple of times. You can always adjust this later. This is for the end. So we're going to do that to both sides. Doesn't matter which way at this point. So same thing again, spiral that around. Like that. Now we're going to add these zigzags. It works best if you try to keep it about a finger width for the whole thing. What's going to happen is we're going to stretch these out, and when you have bigger spaces, there's not as much going on. But when you have little spaces, it's a little more interactive, more to look at. So I usually do one big one and maybe a couple of little tiny ones. We'll use the pliers for this. Nope, I'll leave it right there. So what you're gonna do is run those pliers. And you can use the thicker part and then maybe the thinner part because we're trying to add variety in here. I'm just gonna curve it like that. And then I'm gonna go back the other way. So we're kind of just zigzagging back and forth with curves. And I like to push them together so that they touch. You can do that later too. We're going to hammer on this a little bit to strengthen the wire. So you can do, we'll do that right. We'll push all your wires together right before we do that. So I'll do my pliers a couple times. Might do the fatter part once. And then maybe throw my finger in there as one because that one tends to be a little bit bigger. Okay, but we're gonna push it in there. Want to be careful not to bend this wire too much because it's soft, it's aluminum, it does break pretty easily. So if you try to do this and try to undo it and redo it, it probably won't withstand that and might snap. So kind of just go with it, but try to remember to keep them pretty small. So as I go, I'm trying not to go any bigger than that, and I'm adding variety. I'm gonna keep going all the way up. And then I'm going to do the other side. You're welcome to watch the rest of the video, or you can go ahead and pause and start your own. I'm going to push the rest of this together. And as long as none of it is overlapping, we're ready to hammer.